Good afternoon, Queens, New York City, particularly Jackson Heights, New York City. We're here in this Saung Budaya studio, and we'll try to capture what happened to the culture bearers, what happened to our culture and tradition that was brought here from far, far away home after or during COVID-19, and now it's phase 2 COVID-19, and that's why they said it's phase 2 COVID-19 open. However, we're still wearing masks. And this afternoon, we'd like to see and feel the dance world, the traditional dance world, and our stories. So with me today is Amalia Soriani. Amalia, can you kindly tell Queens and the world who you are?
Hello, Queens community. My name is Amalia Soriani. I'm the artistic director of Saung Budaya, the Indonesian dance company that's based in Long Island City. I'm glad that I can be part of this coalition with Philippine group, with Nepali group, with Indian group, showing that we're here together. We getting strong during the COVID. We still preserving our culture.
So Amalia, you and I came from far, far away home, where there are a lot of islands. Mm-hmm. And we came here to America, particularly New York, and we brought our culture and tradition, and we carried it. Through dances, we're able to tell our story. And then this happened. This crisis happened one after another. What is this to you as a tradition bearer?
Tragedy is always happen anywhere, so we have to embrace it as an artist, especially where you actually need to keep preserving and keep doing what you like particularly dancing. It's hard, of course, especially Saung Budaya just have a studio. We cannot open our studio. We cannot have our group, our community together to practicing our dance together again. But I guess we still need to continue what we can do to preserving our culture, right? I think it's the same with you too.
Yes, yeah, it's we have no choice. You have to go on, because if Queens has been considered as the epicenter of COVID-19, yeah, the expression of, are you positive? Yay! COVID-19 positive, but the truth is, myself, Amalia, and the rest that you will see today, or the next upcoming episode, we are positive. We're positive that Queens is the epicenter of culture and tradition. That's why Queens will thrive. Queens will forever be resilient because of the beauty of that living tradition that we carry with us, the culture and tradition. So if we continue dancing, it's not because we just dance. It's because you're bringing life. You're bringing the story. So tell us, maybe we can remove our mask a little bit. I know your dance is about the mask, so you can continue wearing your mask for now. It's to pay, so we can distance more. Can you tell us what is the meaning of your dance?
Okay, so the dance that you just saw before is called Tari Blantek. Tari means dance. Blantek itself comes from the music that sounds like blunt and crack. As actually Blantek have a strong influence by Chinese culture, who when Chinese people come to Indonesia and then do trading with the indigenous people. So if you see the costume, like a lot of red, a lot of yellow, it's really similar. The music as well is really similar with the Chinese dances. It's not like because we're copying it, but it's merged together. And then this particular dance is describing about the young adult, young woman who trying to embrace the world. Like they become a really friendly. They sometimes can be alluring. And then if I show the whole dance of this dance, you can see also a different character in each person. Sometimes they can be so feminine, sometimes they can be masculine. There is a changing of the emotion in that in this particular dance.
So the dance that followed you, that you see, it's a project of Kending Sindao to trace the similarity of our culture and tradition, and Indonesia and Malaysia and Philippines used to be Nusantara. Yeah, used to be Doña Malay Nusantara, and you're really part of the Sriwijaya Empire, and also because we are near China Sea. Yeah? We are China Sea and Pacific and Celebes. Celebes is in the Indonesia area. So our culture and tradition actually with the Indonesian are, I would not even say similar, but it's almost one, because you have dudol. Among us, the Maranao, that is very spatial.
Yeah.
And you have randang.
Yeah. I mean, because of the islands in each region have a different culture. This particular dance is come from the capital, so it's maybe, like I said before, a lot of influence from Chinese. But then later on, I'm going to show you the other dance that's really similar with especially the Maranao, Maguindanao culture, because of the position of the place and also
Tari pairing. And the dance that you have seen from Kending Sindao is called Pag-aapir-aapir or Apir-Apir. It's actually the language of the fan. We even have a chant for that. Kini kini ka apir ka ikulat akan suka samandiroman. So it's actually part of the story of Raja Mangandiri and also in the Rangin, where the fan represents the magical butterfly that leads Rama and Sita, or Putri Malayla Malano Ganding, and Raja Mangandir back to their kingdom. But the social function of that dance actually is the fan. The chant is, "Fan, please lead me the way." This is the song of the young woman, the young maiden, with dancing with the fan, that point to me the right road to travel, and don't point me to the left side where a married man is there and I don't want to marry him. something like that. All these kind of moral lessons embedded in all this tradition. And also, if you will see, it has so much Chinese influence in it. Because as I said, our position of the island is like Indonesia too, that Chinese traders cross China Sea with the
Silk Road,
boat,
right?
with the sampan.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is what's beautiful between our culture and tradition, and very similar. We're always at home with each other. The Malayu heritage language, this is coming from Austronesian, is actually the same roots with whatever is spoken in the islands of Indonesia. So we have so much same terminologies, like dugo.
Yeah.
What is dugo?
What is dugo? I don't know. What is dugo?
Blood.
Darah.
Tawang.
We
tawang.
have like siku, it's the same. We have hidung, you say ilong, mata, sakit, right?
Tabang.
Ibu.
So
It's almost the same.
the dance that you did today, can you tell us more about that? Because you see, we have that plate dance too among our Yakan people, and it is believed that the DNA of the Yakan people is very connected to the Dayaks.
So this dance is from West Sumatra. Before we were in Betawi, in the capital of Indonesia. Right now it's going to Sumatra, which is like more Melayu heritage. And in this particular dance in West Sumatra is really strong influence by Muslim. I think it's also again from the trader back then. They bring their culture. A lot of Persian, a lot of Arab come to Indonesia to do the trader, and then become a merged culture. Like you see the woman wearing a headscarf covering their head, and then the costume also with a long sleeve, right? Almost similar with the Philippines, especially the Maranao Maguindanao. This dance itself is about a harvest festival. This is
we can
what.
Remove our mask.
So this is about the harvest festival where the farmers celebrate the harvest. The plate is symbolize the wealth, and then also later on, I mean, I cut the dance before. There is a part when the dancers step on the plate. It's not like we're not respecting plate as a place that we usually eat from, but that's showing how narrow its rice field in the village. So that's why the dancer need to be able to balance in the plate just as symbolized, which is like it's so hard when they have to go to there is a woman wearing the basket, they have to move tiptoe and then balancing. So the plate, we walk in the plate just to symbolize that small path in the rice field.
You mean the rice paddies?
Yeah.
The rice paddies that creates the rice, the beds that where you plant the seedlings and it grows.
Yeah, there's a small path in between them, right? So you have to walk like that. So that's what it is.
So also we have similar dance, and also we step on the plate, and almost similar actions. Some variants of the meaning, but it's always a celebration of the good harvest.
Yeah.
As rice-eating people, always relate ourselves to celebration when the good harvest come. So, yes, Queens, this is what makes Queens resilient. The beauty and the life that we, people from other parts of the world, Indonesia, Philippines, Nepal, India, and many more, but for us, for our project in particular, we're covering these similarities where somewhere in our history we met, somewhere, and now when we are in New York, we met and converged our dances as empowerment for life. And that is how we respond to COVID-19.
Yeah. I mean, in our country, we believe on unity in diversity. I think that's perfect for Queens, right? We all diverse, we all bringing a lot of community. We're different, we speak differently, we dress differently, but because we're rich in diversity, that's what unify us as a community. Hopefully, we're gonna get stronger and stronger. We can do this together. We can preserving our culture, but we also can survive as a part of the community together.
And also, these are episodes that you will be watching. The Beauty of Queens, New York, tomorrow. And Amalia, terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much. And
Sama-sama, terima kasih.
we also give lessons not only to Indonesians or Filipinos, to everyone in the world. Join us. Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you very much.